Welcome back to NCSS TV, where we are happy to be chatting with some folks that are excited to tell us all about the C3 framework for social studies celebrating its 10th anniversary. We're happy to be joined by S.G. Grant, Kathleen Swan, and John Lee. So folks, this year NCSS is celebrating the C3 framework's 10th anniversary, going back to 2013, of course. Can we start by asking, how did the framework start way back in 2013, and what were the initial objectives of the framework?
Well, the framework started back, I would say, in 2011. Is that year right, John?
Yeah.
All right. About that time,
January.
yes, January of 2011, and it was really
January 13th.
whatever, you two. It happened in 2011, in the early part of 2011, and it was really started out of, fear that social studies was getting erased from the curriculum, afraid that social studies was not going to be a thing going forward, thanks to the Common Core's widespread adoption and sort of the way in which the Common Core talked about history and social science. So out of that complete fear, we brought together a bunch of stakeholders in social studies, organizations, state education agencies. Ultimately, we brought on some additional academics in the field and then teachers to sort of work through what is it that we are about, what kind of document will pull us together and help us become relevant again in the conversation of curriculum and what kids should know and be able to do in schools. So that's how it started.
All right, terrific. Now, a number of states here in the U.S. use the C3 framework, but not all of them do. How important is it for educators to incorporate a framework like C3 into their social studies classrooms?
Well, standards in and of themselves can't really do the work that teachers do. So standards can give teachers ideas about things that they might do differently. Standards can provide some resources, but the real hard work of it has to be done by teachers in the classroom, their social studies content people, and that sort of thing. And so what we see our role is as providing the kinds of scaffolding and the kinds of ancillary materials and frameworks and blueprints that will help teachers sort of make all of this stuff work.
All right, great. John, perhaps you can address this. How important is it that the collaboration and support of groups like NCSS been over the years in expanding the reach of the C3 framework?
It's made it possible. That's what's gotten us here, and it puts energy in the room, but it also brings people together. NCSS has been able to bring people together to facilitate the work of the C3. When we published in 2013, we didn't know what was going to happen. We were hopeful that states would pick it up and use it as an influence document in the development of standards, and that indeed has happened, but we also knew that wasn't going to be the end game. Ultimately, what we were aiming for is to impact the classroom, to reach out to teachers, and NCSS has been instrumental in sort of facilitating and enabling us to do that. We've also been sort of, in an organic way, been working to develop a network called C3 Teachers that brings teachers who are interested in doing inquiry together and to learn from each other. We're better together.
Yeah.
As we used to say, that was our little motto, we're better together.
Yeah.
And it's
all right.
proven to be the energy in the room.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you for all coming together here to join us at NCSS, and congratulations on the 10th anniversary of that C3 framework. Again, we've been speaking with S.G. Grant, as well as Kathleen Swan and John Lee. Thank you folks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.